history books call it a tactical withdrawal, but anyone who was in the mud that day knows the truth. It was a slaughter. The Iron Hounds didn't just defect. They waited until the Capellans had committed their entire reserve to the refinery district. And at the exact second the Confederation thought they had us, the Hounds pivoted their torsos and opened fire. The Capellans were caught in a mercenary pincer between my veterans, and the Hounds' fresh heavy metal staggering doesn't even begin to describe the losses. Their command structure didn't just break, it evaporated. It wasn't a battle after that. It was a race to the dropships, and most of them never made it off the ground. We didn't just win, we erased them. Well, the betrayal was a lightning strike, a cold and heavy blade, cutting through the grand design the Chancellor had made. The Iron Hounds are fighting hard, they're tearing at the flank, trading in their loyalty for a mercenary bank. The Capellans are screaming, they're caught in the divide, with nowhere for a green-clad coward to hide. The losses are climbing, the censors are red, a harvest of the living and a mountain of the dead. No more order, no more command, just a desperate scramble for a piece of the land. The momentum is a mountain, the panic is a wave, leading the invaders to a nameless grave. Oh, the spirit shattered, the line is thin, watch the warrior king, let the wreckage in. A rout in the ruins, a ghost in the sky, the only thing left is a Capellan cry. From the anchor to the border, we're clearing away, chasing the shadow out of the day. I see the overlords trying to rise, trying to claw back into the skies, but the Iron Hounds are biting the landing gear, feeding on the scent of the Capellan fear. Foil B-20X slugs for the Drusterville, sending the invasion straight to hell. Vandal is marking the fuel tanks in white, turning the morning into a secondary night. Break the spine, execute the mercenary will. No more mercy, no more wait, seal the Capellan's final fate. Yeah, the spirit shattered, the light is thin, watch the warrior king, let the wreckage in. Wrapping the ruins, a ghost in the sky, the only thing left is a Capellan cry. From the anchor to the border, we're clearing away, chasing the shadow out of the day. By sunset, the sky was clear of anything wearing a green banner. The ones who made it to war but didn't look back. The ones who didn't were scattered across the industrial zone in a million pieces of smoke and scrap. You were victorious, the anchor was held, but the cost was etched into the landscape. I remember walking my Marauder 2 through the spaceport, stepping over the charred remains of dropships that never got to say goodbye. We had broken a spear, but we'd also proven something to the inner sphere. We weren't just a merc unit anymore. We had stood our ground against staggering numbers, a full invasion force broken by the grit of the few. We've proven that when the warrior king and the vandal take the field, the math of the inner sphere doesn't apply. We weren't just the masters of the border. We were the regiment that the great houses finally learned to fear. The Free World's League wanted heroes. They got something much more dangerous. A mercenary force that knows exactly how much a kingdom is worth when it's bought in blood.